In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a scalping session of a price action trader. We're looking at S&P 500 mini futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart. And right now, the structure of the market is indicating to me that I can see a large two-legged push in price action. You can see almost perfectly measured move. So right now, I'm following the short-term channel. There was a bullish uptrend, had a break, new extreme. This was the second leg that bulls wanted to see. Right now, we had reversal pattern generating this downtrend working lower, and the stock market is opening right now. So I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to let the volatility subside around the open. And I'm going to follow the short-term channels. Right now, no strong trend in either direction, just a range structure overall. The downtrend played out with the break and two legs to a new extreme. There was a failed second entry long, but it didn't form quite clean. Also, we had news announcement around this area. We can see the key levels of a trend range are coming into play. I'm sticking to following trend line rule. I haven't seen really that many clean opportunities for me to take. This is part of trading. So right now, as you can see, I'm observing the reaction at the key levels. I'm observing the trend line rule and I'm looking for some decent pattern. But every single time we reverse down or up, there's pretty much no good setup. There was a decent failed second entry short. I just wished it had closed above EMA a little bit more. When the market is creating double top and is pushing below EMA, you're expecting failed second entry like here reversal. We have a new high, but we only have first entry long down here, so there was no reversal pattern for me to take advantage of. Price action keeps oscillating up and down, but we're not even reaching the key level at the bottom. The downtrend was still in play. I was looking for a second entry short, but it never formed. Market completely reversed. So once again, following the short-term channels, very choppy and sideways price action. I have to remain patient. This is important because if you're bored and you're going to take setups out of boredom, this is where you're really going to struggle and you're going to have losing trades. So make sure you just wait the price action rules to align and take a good setup when you know what is the context, key entry point, and the setup is forming good. Alright traders, I'm resuming the video as I entered a high-low confirmation setup of the second entry long. Because we have uptrend working higher, we had a failed breakout. Most breakout trend ranges will fail. So for this reason, you can see price action broke above the trend range, came back, tested it, and we have what is called a breakout pullback. Because we have pushed down, and instead of market reversing back into the trend range, this key level is transforming into support, which means buyers are coming to the market. So resistance is right now transforming as a support, breakout, pullback. We have a new high for the entry long, second entry long, but the downtrend is still in play. I waited for push above EMA, and now we have nice hollow confirmation setup of the second entry long. So I'm scalping 6 contracts, 2 points, and leaving 1 contract as a runner in case market does something unexpected and the uptrend still needs to get new extreme. So I'm combining the new high of this uptrend with this breakout pullback pattern. We're above EMA and we have tier 1 signal bar. Let's see if we can get the scalp here. Okay, we now have higher low confirmation set up. Okay, we got the scalp, so I'm gonna push my stop loss to break even because anything we make right now is just a bonus. You can see there was new low, first entry short, second entry short failure, but it's still far away from EMA. You cannot take it. But price action came back, form higher low, touched the EMA again. All the sellers got trapped. This is a breakout pullback and the uptrend needs to get new extreme. So I'm combining price action rules and we got stopped. We didn't have new extreme quite yet, but we got the scalp and that is important. We have double top about to be formed. Downtrend played out with the break new extreme. Price action pushed back above EMA and I'm looking for failed second entry short, but there is no break below these bars low, so there is no failed second entry short technically, so I cannot go long just yet, but I can see we have some small trend range being established at the upper part of this trend range because the support is still coming into play. Uptrend played away to break new extreme, so I'm just waiting now and see if we can get a failed second entry short, but it doesn't look like it. Price action pushed back above the trend range. The main pattern is bullish imbalance. So right now, this uptrend needs to get new high. We have a new high, first entry long, so I expect second entry long to be able to get new extreme for this bullish channel. I don't want to go long on just first entry long. Let's see if we can get a second entry long. Price action pull back into a trend range. If I'm going to zoom in the most recent structure, I can see that we have a downtrend in play below EMA every single time. The uptrend correction has a break in new extreme indicating bullish depletion. Uptrend played out. We're breaking below EMA, so what am I thinking? I'm expecting this downtrend to get a new extreme. Correction played out with the break new extreme in the form of a two-legged pullback. We have a little bit of sideways consolidation, but if we get a lower high breakout pullback out of this congestion to get a new extreme, that is the setup I'm looking for. Okay, we have a lower high here, but this is not breakout pullback. This is technically the breakout out of the congestion, so I'm not taking this lower high. You can see there's no bullish bar in between. This is the breakout out of the congestion, so I want to see a failed second entry long forming as a breakout pullback, because now we have break lower, we're pulling back. So if EMA is going to reject, then we're going to get a failed second entry long. It will also be second entry short. That is the setup I'm expecting. Traders, I'm resuming the video because we have very nice two-legged pullback, second entry long, and I'm going to chase it by one tick. It is a second entry long at the EMA, and also we have multiple test support while the uptrend needs to get new extreme. We can see we have very strong bullish rally. Price action is working higher. Right now we have a correction phase in the form of a clean two-legged pullback to the key entry point, to the EMA. This is exactly where I want to go long, and combined with the support, come on, I'm just hoping we'll pull back and market continues working higher, so I have to cancel the order. I'm gonna wrap it up with my one single trade. Right from the very beginning, the structure of the market is a trend range. There is no clear trend, strong trend up or down, so make sure you're gonna mark your high of the day and low of the day important key levels, because these key levels may eventually come into play if the structure is a trend range. During a consolidating markets, we prefer tighter channels. Now there are two fairly aggressive failed second entry longs, but the first decent failed second entry short is a high probability setup, because all the sellers selling the second entry short after the downtrend played out with the break new extreme are going to get trapped. Now this is the area where you're expecting to get a new high first entry long, pullback second entry long to get a new extreme for the uptrend, and we can see that this move consists of larger two-legged pullback. Once the price action is pushing below EMA, touching the key level, this is where you're looking for the reversal pattern failed second entry long, which never formed. Overshoot generated reversal, and right now we can see that we have failed second entry short, but we have pushed so far up and the correction was so significant. I'm mainly treating this as a first entry long, and I would really want to see that two-legged pullback second entry long, so we need to wait here still. And this is important. When you're trading a trend range, most breakouts will fail. This right here is a break above this key level. It failed temporarily, but because this channel is in play, there's a big chance we're going to continue working higher. Now, that's not a signal for you to go long just yet. We have a second entry long here, but the downtrend is in play, you cannot go long. You want to see the resistance transforming into support, which it did here. After the second entry long, price action pushed above EMA, and then we had a high-low confirmation setup of the second entry long above EMA, and this is confirming that the resistance is acting now as a support. Buyers are stepping into the market. This is a confirmation setup, and this uptrend needs to get new extreme. So you can see you're combining many price action rules together: breakout pullback pattern, high-low confirmation setup, and uptrend is new high. You cannot take failed second entry short far away from the EMA, and you also shouldn't take the high-low even though it worked for a scalp, because it is simply too far up, barely touching the EMA with the tail. Now we created a break new extreme, and then you had large two-legged pullback. We never managed to go back below the trend range, and this is important. Once again, resistance still acting as a support. Large two-legged pullback. When I see push above EMA, this is resuming the bullish pressure. So I'm looking for failed second entry short, new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short failure, because there was no trigger lower here, so there's no second entry short. It came all the way down here. So this is where the second entry short failure triggered. And there was pretty much no good setup I saw, just a lot of sideways movement without any clean setup. I don't think we can take a failed second entry short below EMA like this. And no setup here. Suddenly bottom dropped. We can see strong downtrend. So simple price action. The bias is bearish. We expect new extreme. We have a second entry short, but it's a horrible bullish bar above EMA. Sideways consolidation. Now we had the lower high, but it's not fully breakout pullback. As I explained, it is still part of the congestion. You know, more advanced trader can consider, but I really like to see the breakout pullback to make sure I'm not selling the breakout out of this congestion. But perfect price action, down to working lower, break. We expect new extreme. The low of the day is coming into play. Buyers are stepping into the market, and we had strong uptrend. This was the easiest setup of the day because uptrend is new high. So you're combining price action rule. We have a two-legged pullback at the key entry point EMA, and we have quadruple bottom. New extreme was formed, followed by a failed second entry long, reversal pattern, touching the high of the day key level again, which you identify early, is still coming into play. And this is pretty much it for the day. This is it for today's lesson. Good luck with your trading.